Wow, this is a great week. It's a great week. Welcome to Unity of Billings. Will you all like to join me in singing our opening song? Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. I can feel the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Awesome. Thank you so much, Rick. It's so wonderful to have you here to accompany us. Yes. Our Sunday services are being live streamed. Thank you for helping to support Unity's ministry by donating on PayPal or on our website. So we have our announcements. Creative Crafting with Leslie, August 28th at 6 p.m. Bring a project you are working on or want to share, or come and learn fun crafts from Leslie, which that lady is very crafty in a very good way. She's
6 o'clock?
She's amazing. 6 p.m. Yes, 6 p.m. Our food collection continues downstairs and is an ongoing project. Please bring all of your perishables so that we can share with our community. Our meditation room is available 9:30 a.m. on Sundays, Monday and Tuesday evenings, 7 p.m. Friendship Sunday potluck is today. Join us downstairs after the service and share some wonderful eats and conversation. Today, we have the great pleasure of welcoming again back home Rev Edee Weigel, and her message is Spiritual Sight. August 2nd, Leslie Fisher will be here with Spiritual Speed Running. August 16th will be Rev Edee Weigel once again. August 23rd will be Leslie Fisher. Awesome. And August the 23rd will be Reverend Bill Zimke. And okay, where are my pages? All right. And now if you'll take just a moment, take a deep cleansing breath and center yourselves. And we will listen to the Unity song with David Friedman.
Every prayer is answered, every prayer is heard, every thought and feeling, every spoken word, what your soul has longed for, what your heart can feel, is already here, is already real. There is no one out there is no one else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no you, no me, there's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way, all loving, all knowing, that answers when you pray. world looks darkest and your eyes can't see, gather all your troubles, give them all to me. I am always with you. I will always be. I am one. I am unity. We are one. We are
Thank you, David. I will now light our Christ candle, which is a symbol of the indwelling Christ within us at all times and within our service today. And be with us tomorrow. And the next day. And the next day, and the next day. All right. Our daily word speaks of believe. We have copies of the daily word on the back table for donation. And in the meantime, we will believe. Sunday, August the 2nd. Will you all join me in affirming believe? I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. That's curious. Okay, let's delve into this. When Thomas says he can't believe in Jesus's resurrection unless he touches the wounds for himself, he is describing those moments when God's infinite, eternal good seems too hard to believe. Jesus' response is instructive. He doesn't criticize Thomas's doubt or demand blind faith. Instead, he offers exactly what Thomas needs, inviting him to touch the wounds and see for himself. Jesus meets him where he is, then invites him into a deeper way of believing, one that he can trust in unseen blessings. The invitation is open to me too, and to all of us, whether our belief is steady and confident, or we long for reassurance and signs of divine presence. I trust and I am divinely supported and dearly loved. Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe." John 20:29. Again, will you affirm with me belief? I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. And now please join me in affirming our Unity Foundation principle. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. And our Unity of Billings affirmation. Through divine wisdom and grace, Unity of Billings is vibrant, healing, and inclusive. And now if you'll take a moment and infuse your love into your offerings, into your prayers, and into yourselves. And join me in praying. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. And now our special music. You got something to do with that, Jane? The special music? All right. Yay. And Rick? Wonderful.
I must say though, today I don't have just the facts, Jane, okay? I just only know one thing, John H. Sweeney is one of the writers, but I know he's not related to Sweeney Todd.
Oh, good. Oh, good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Good fact.
Page 21.
We'll sing with him then.
There is sunshine in my soul. Voices, we're gonna go all through voices. You gonna play it through one side?
Page 28,
21.
21. There it is. Okay, thank you. Sunshine in my soul today, it's glorious and bright, ever glowing with glory ray, for Jesus is my light. Oh, sunshine, blessed sunshine, as the peaceful, happy moments roll, for I behold the Christ in every face, and there's sunshine in my soul. There's springtime in my soul today. I know the Lord is here. The notes of peace in my heart, and the joys of grace up there. Oh, the sunshine, blessed sunshine, as the peaceful, happy moments roll. For I behold the Christ in every face, and there's sunshine in my soul. There's sunshine in my soul today, and hope and love and praise for blessings which she gives me now, without all the days. Oh, the sunshine, blessed sunshine, as the peaceful, happy moments roll. For I behold the Christ in every face, there's sunshine in my soul. Nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Thank you, Rick and Jane and everyone. It was a great song. That song increases my vitality. That's the word. Yes, yes, wonderful. Thank you all for your physical presence here, for the gift of yourselves and of your offering today, of your prayers. And we are very grateful to have all of us together in this moment in time, that our energy can be shared and heightened as we experience the words of the wise people that are here to share with us, and our inner knowing, receptive to our Lord. And so it is. All right, Rev Edee Weigel, come on up.
Come on down.
Yes,
The price is right.
that's right, the price is right.
Oh, God bless you.
Thank you. Good morning. Glad this is adjustable, short people. How's everybody doing?
Great.
I made a YouTube this morning and I was talking to the world about it's not hot, it's just summer. It's just summer. I remember that church my mother had down in Los Angeles had no air conditioning. And the car we had no air conditioning. And nobody ever complained or thought anything of it. And it was 100 and something degrees. No one ever even complained. So I try not to watch the news. Last week on Sunday night, I ran outside and did my chores, but there was a lightning storm coming. And I was in a big hurry. And as I ran up the porch and slammed the door, lightning struck right behind me, so loud, it made things fall off the walls of my house. And the cats just, I think it hit the railroad tracks right behind my ranch. Knocked out my, excuse me, not my voice, knocked out my Wi-Fi. And my Wi-Fi company is in Livingston, so I was without the screen for 4 days. So I watched the local news. So here I am admitting I did watch the news. And fast forward, lots of mute, checking the weather. And it's going to drop 20 degrees tonight and be cold tomorrow morning. Yes, this outfit we will not be wearing tomorrow. Yeah, 20 degrees down. And I'm so glad that we live in the upper tier, the upper latitudes. That's why we love Montana. You just never know when it might snow. So today I'm talking about spiritual sight, which goes a little bit with our daily word today about, if you can see it, you believe it, but when you can visualize it, then you are manifesting the ability to have spiritual sight. And I did quite a lot of research on this, seeing as I had nothing else to take my time, like YouTube or anything else. Nothing else, no computer, nothing. And I went up there and laid hands on it, but I couldn't make it start working again. Although when they showed up, they go, oh, it's just this one little router box that got fried, but all your lines are safe all the way to the dish. So,
Yay.
but it was very big lightning strike. The horses were hiding in the barn. They didn't even want to go out and eat. So I'm like, I'm just glad everything's fine. I'm fine. So, spiritual sight. The talent to see hidden values and meanings. It's a spiritual gift. And I'm going to have a little H2 again. I haven't really spoken to anyone for a couple of days except the cats. Good kitties. So spiritual sight is the ability to see beyond appearances and see divine truth. The talent to see hidden values and meanings is a spiritual gift, and it's available to everyone. But it's a gift that must be developed with dedication and study. A little bit like that 7-day mental diet. It does require some effort on our part. Not sweat though, just mental effort. Mental sweat, how do you like that word? But just being aware that this gift of spiritual sight is attainable maybe starts the seed, sets us on a path, a new path. And it will forever change you in a positive way. And a new way of being is here right now. Even just doing this, everybody just, the old joke I make where you slap your forehead and said I could have had a V8. Well, you can just touch yourself right there and close your eyes for a minute and just go, I want to see this situation in a better light, better perception. So a breakthrough in perception and creative ways are catching your ears and your eyes and your heart. A new song may catch your ear and stay in your mind.
Our intuition speaks to us with creativity and insight. This is a great word, insight, seeing within. You know me, I love those wordplay. Look for the hidden meaning, insight. Inner seeing is also known as using the third eye, which is the sixth chakra, and the vibrational sound of your sixth chakra, your spiritual eye, is Om. In case some of us may not know that, you know it now. When a person receives the gift of spiritual sight, new energy flows into their lives with new energy that brings new ideas. So all of a sudden you've got new thoughts, new ideas, new life. Guidance comes with a new strength of confidence in your divine self. Every next step becomes clearer and clearer. So you're invited to try things you've never tried before. You just feel like you're just being spiritually charged. Every next step becomes opportunities and dreams. Long cherished dreams become reality. We're walking on water. Spiritual sight is a gift that we are born with. And many of us may remember wonderful visions and inner sensing and deep inner knowing as children. Maybe you saw we all had our invisible play companion. Maybe we actually dreamed about them or saw them. I saw an angel in my room when I was 8 years old. And I ran out of my room and slept in my mom's room for about a year after that. Ah! I saw our intention, our spiritual intention, as we set it, and our alignment will lead us to a higher level of service, not only to ourselves, but everyone around us and everything around us. And it gets easier. You have the energy to do it. The highest level of service, serving the greater good. And we must remember that gifts are to be shared. Anytime you feel like your heart's overflowing, that's because you're going to share it with others. In order for us to fully enjoy this gift of spiritual sight, it must be shared. Hold it lightly and let it flow into you and through you and into your life and through your life. Our perceptions come with our own unique set of filters. Uh-oh. Oh no, we've got filters. They're built up over a lifetime. Sometimes it's good to think, I must become as a little child to actually see spiritually, like I used to when I was a kid. Everything was alive when we were kids. Everything. We just run through the world, the grass, the flowers, the birds, the clouds, the sky. Everything was just calling to us. We can have that feeling again if you think maybe you'd like to have that much energetic relationship with everything that's alive. Excuse me. We will learn to trust what we see, air quotes, and what we feel, air quotes, and what we hear, air quotes. Even a small snippet of a song may hold a message just for you. It's amazing, sometimes I just flip on the radio and it's like, and I'm like, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's a confirmation. But we must take the time to be calm and quiet in order to invite this natural ability on. You're calm and quiet, and it's almost like you're in the forest and a bird lands on your hand. Or maybe you're sitting quietly in a chair and a stray cat curls up, rubs against your ankle. You have to be calm and quiet to invite this gift in. This is a natural ability. But everything on this earth moves with nature. Everything's got its natural flow and the rhythms of the seasons. And so do we. We want to learn to reconnect with our own natural rhythm of the seasons. And such a happy thought that soon we'll have cooler weather and autumn is only 6 weeks away. And as I worked outside yesterday in the heat, which I didn't notice as I was washing away a few grasshoppers that have dared to come past my tractor beam. I have an experiment going on right now with grasshoppers. But my mantra has been pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice. Because very quickly we'll be chilly, we'll have the heater on, and you can visualize snow out there, can't you? Just close your eyes for a minute and think, wow, we had like 2 feet of snow last night. Somebody so nice went and cleared the parking lot for us. Yay. Pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice. We know that we're powerfully balanced when we can adapt and enjoy the many changing seasons. Even our hot summer days are just summertime doing its thing. You know, we're adaptable, we're human beings. We're adaptable. We make changes in our routine. I get up earlier, I get things done earlier, and then I can relax. We can all see the future now, can't we? Pumpkin spice. I love teasing you guys. But we can adapt and enjoy the hot weather as a cleanse. Just pretend you're in a sauna. My joke. I'm spraying off the garden and I kind of go like that, spray it down on myself. Yeah, one of my cats likes the water too, so he follows me around. He likes to get in. He's eating, oh yeah, some of the cats are eating grasshoppers. That's another interesting idea. But I had pursued more information on the gift of spiritual sight because, this is in the Bible and this is, seeing within, seeing the world. So I looked up specifically what the Fillmores, the founders of Unity, had to say about spiritual sight, and there actually was information. So I'm like, okay. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore defined spiritual sight as the capacity to perceive divine truth beyond physical appearances. Key aspects of Unity's teachings on spiritual sight include faith as an inner vision. Charles Fillmore wrote, "The single eye," inspired by Jesus' teaching that if thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. The single eye, right here. Your whole body is full of light. And Charles defined spiritual sight as focusing exclusively on God, the good, in every situation, ignoring outer sensory illusions. Kind of like how a horse wears blinkers when they've got a wagon behind them, focusing only on God. Okay, but he also said that spiritual sight is a faculty of faith and imagination. So you're having faith and imagination, those two things together. I think that's pretty cool. Unity views spiritual vision as an inner perceptual power tied to faith and the imagination center, metaphysically located in the third eye, forehead, the sixth chakra. And this allows one to visualize divine patterns before they manifest physically. All right, we're liking it. Good old Charles and Myrtle, huh? They really had it together 100 years ago. He also said that this is a gift from inner reflection. True vision originates in the interior silence of prayer, moving beyond physical senses to perceive substance directly. This sounds absolutely marvelous. And if you just want a moment to really see how good your inner vision is, look at this room for just a minute and close your eyes. You can still see this room. See, that's your developing your inner vision. And all this sounds absolutely marvelous. Well, I was raised in a religious science church, and my parents they called them RSI ministers. So I decided to look and see what Ernest Holmes had to say. What was the religious science aspect, science of mind, about their ideas of spiritual sight. So I had my mother's big book, and I pawing through it, and I found this. I'm like, well, cool. This is great. This is what I was doing while I had no Wi-Fi. So it was I had a lot of time to look and read stuff. So Ernest Holmes describes spiritual sight or spiritual vision as the capacity to look beyond appearances and perceive the underlying divine reality of perfect health, abundance, and all perfection of Earth's creation, planet and Earth. So that's very close to what Fillmore's thought. But they all went to kind of the same ideology there, I think early 1800s, late 1800s, not early, early 1900s, late 1800s. So 100 years ago, over 100 years. But Science of Mind key principles are truth beyond appearances. Material conditions such as lack, illness, or conflict are viewed as temporary. All right, this is a great aspect. They're a temporary physical effect of, human thought. Oh no, physical effect of human thought and not the ultimate truth. So spiritual sight focuses strictly on the timeless perfection of spirit, so much like only keeping your eye on God. Focus strictly on the timeless perfection of spirit. One of the ideas of science of mind, which is metaphysics, that inner causes create our outer realities. Inner cause create outer. So true seeing happens in consciousness first. Okay? When you shift your focus to align with divine reality, your outer life changes to match your inner vision. At one time I had a pretty serious accident with a horse, but all I kept saying was, I only see divine perfection. I never fell into fear about the outcome. And sure enough, it did turn out perfectly. So even as a younger child, I knew that this works. Here I am, I verify, it works. And to not only develop your spiritual sight, but to attain it, you have to recognize your oneness as an intuitive awareness of your unity with the divine, allowing you to see the presence of God in yourself, in others, in every situation. That sounds fabulous, ethereal. So I studied and researched, since I had nothing else to do. I had music on. I studied and researched, and I thought, well, since I lived in San Diego for 12 years before I moved here, almost 30 years ago, I lived right by this self-realization fellowship. That was Yogananda's ashram. And it was just beautiful lawns and beautiful buildings. And we had church services on Sunday morning, looked out over the ocean. And I was in the choir. I volunteered. And so I thought, well, I wonder what Yogananda had to say about spiritual sight. So I started pawing through my library. Yogananda's idea comes from his early training in the mid-1800s, which is pretty much what all of our United States metaphysical movements are based on. It's the India Vedas, the Veda. Veda means truth. So spiritual sight. I was amazed to see that the lovely subject was even more exactly described. Our modern metaphysics. I'm thinking about how modern we are and how we've got this tool that is hundreds of years old, thousands of years old. And we can use it now. I call it modern metaphysics for today's world. In the teachings of Parma, as divine perception or the spiritual eye. It's the awakening of inner intuitive vision that sees beyond the illusion, which they call Maya. So illusion in the world is called Maya. The Maya of the physical world. We see beyond that into the true light-filled reality of spirit. While our modern metaphysics view spiritual sight predominantly as a shift in mental consciousness, to perceive divine perfection in Yogananda's teaching, we have to approach it through the lens of Kriya Yoga, which would be breathing exercises, special pranayama breathing, because it quiets you and it lets the subtle energy come in. Describing it as both a literal inner light perceived during deep meditation and a state of omnipresent awareness. That's a big word. I learned that when I was about 6 or 7. Omnipresent awareness. Who knows what omnipresent awareness is? I'm going to ask for hands. Anybody got a word? Omnipresent awareness. What does that mean? Come on, you guys. You're a little braver than that. Hands, anyone? Omnipresent awareness, that means you know and you feel God in everything. You see the light in everything. No matter what it is, you still see God has a message. Sometimes it's not very good. The lightning. You know you're not supposed to go outside and do your chores when the lightning's coming. But it was 8:30. I thought maybe I should go. But boy, was I, next time, not doing that again. So omnipresent awareness. You become aware that God is in everything at all times, even challenges, even weird people, challenges. So in yoga meditation, the spiritual sight is spherical, that's a word, hard word to say, spherical and omnipresent. Does anybody remember having a lucid dream when you felt like not only could you see this way, but you could see all around? Sometimes when you're dreaming, you actually have eyes in the back of your head. I know my mother had eyes in the back of her head. Girls, don't make me pull this car over. Omnipresent. So we have spherical and omnipresent vision. Our physical sight is dual, limited by angle, distance, and relativity. And we humans may perceive good versus evil or light versus shadow. But spiritual sight is constant, is spherical, and boundless. Sometimes I remember as a child, I could try to visualize how far the universe went. And I'd say, Mom, how far is infinity? You know, when you're a child, probably Junie, she was probably thinking, has she ever asked you what's infinity? Maybe, yeah, concept of infinity. Spherical and boundless. Spiritual sight dissolves the illusion that physical objects are solid. Now, this is from Yogananda's. Physical objects are not solid and they're not separate. Instead, it reveals that all creation is an interwoven mass of divine light, energy, and the Om vibration. Scientifically, this is absolute truth. Now, how they knew this back in the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, how did they know this? Scientifically, this is absolute truth, as everything is composed of atoms, and there's spaces in between each atom. Seen through an electron microscope, we are all an interwoven mass of divine light, and nothing is solid. And my real father, Earl, told me, everything in this world is alive, and there's wheels within wheels. He was describing to me atoms and cells, every single thing, but even metal's alive. Even metal has a life and an energy to it. Everything. We are all interwoven masses of divine light, and nothing is solid. Spiritual sight perceives God in all. We develop the capacity to see the divine presence in every atom, person, nature, place, and circumstance. It's our choice. Spiritual sight gives us the gift of intuition over reason, which is human thinking. Animal mind, monkey mind. Yoga calls it monkey mind. Spiritual sight is therefore the soul's capacity to know divine truth directly without relying on the physical senses or logical deductions. It's pure intuition. I like that. I can feel it. Matthew 6:22, when thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. And when we can unify the dual vision of our physical eyes into the single focus of the inner eye, our entire consciousness will be flooded with divine illumination. I want some of that. I want more of that. I would like to have a little mini meditation now to absorb all this wonderful information that we're learning about today. So we will take our yoga meditation postures, which allows your bioelectric body energy to flow. So we sit up straight, we put our hands upright, open on our upper thigh. You just rest your hands open. Feet are flat on the floor. And just as you close your eyes and take some deep healing breaths, really think about the alignment of your spine. Your hands are open. Just rest them on your legs, upper legs there. Taking some deep healing breaths, and feel your body is balanced from your head to your toes. And feel a sense now of your single eye center between the eyebrows. Taking deep healing breaths. And today I'm using Unity's 12 power affirmations as our meditation. So you feel this cool air breathing in. You feel that cool air coming in through your nose, and then you can softly exhale through your mouth, and you concentrate on your breathing for a few moments. Cool air coming in your nose, warm air flowing through your mouth. When your hands are open and upright on your thighs, you are receiving energetic blessings from the universe. So our Unity 12 Powers affirmations, and you can mentally repeat this as I read. So we're breathing in, I am faith. I am faith. I am faith. I say yes to God's abundant good now. Breathing in God's abundant good. I am strength. I am strength. I am strength. I can do all things through the Christ within who strengthens me. Breathing deep. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am a radiating center of divine love. Love heals and harmonizes every aspect of my life. I am wisdom. I am wisdom. I am wisdom. I judge myself and all others as worthy of God's unlimited good. I say yes to God, the good, in all things. I am powerful. I am power. I am power. I speak words that prosper, heal, and bless myself and others. I am imagination. I am imagination. I am imagination. I think God's thoughts. My mind is filled with creative and positive solutions. I am understanding. I am understanding. I am understanding. I see myself and others with a compassionate heart. I am will. I am will. I am will. I align my will to the will of God. God's will for me is absolute good. I am order. I am order. I am order. Divine order is established in my mind, body, and affairs. I am zeal. I am zeal. I am zeal. I enthusiastically do what is mine to do. I am renunciation. I am renunciation. I am renunciation. Divine elimination removes every barrier to the divine's expression through me now. I am life. I am life. I am life. I experience ever increasing vibrant good, health, and abundant life now. And you can take your upturned hands and you can fold them in front of your heart chakra. And then you can gently reach up and touch your third eye center. And just breathing in and feel that third eye center. Feel your heart lift up to that place on your forehead. And you can stretch and you can breathe up. Coming back to this room as we all took a little flight of fancy around the world. We're slowly coming back. So you have some great tools today. You can touch your spiritual eye. You can check in with your inner vision whenever you need to come back to your heart. Because a lot of things will draw us out. You get drawn out, and you might feel a little twinge of fear sometimes, coming back to the center. You can come back to your center. A little affirmation that we can whisper together. Let's whisper this. I am claiming my spiritual sight. I am claiming my spiritual sight. I am claiming my spiritual sight. Calm breathing, calm meditations, and calm affirmations. They help that connection with knowing stay aware and stay awake and stay with you. I really like today's daily word because we trust that our belief and our unbelief are enough. Because it's blessed are those who have not seen and yet come to believe. You believe that you are divinely guided, and you are. You believe that a situation is actually for the greater good. Last spring, we had these huge dust storms, and that made piles of very interesting soil on my property line. Well, I prayed about it. And I made a Facebook post that said, free dirt. People are coming and taking it away. Well, it's clay. It's clay, but it's in powder form, but it seals duck ponds and cattle ponds and leaking tanks of any sort. So I've done experiments, extensive experiments with this blessing of this stuff that just showed up. And I made all these new friends now, and they can have all they want. I don't know if you know about bentonite clay. Well, it's maybe not bentonite, but close to it. Well, it works for some things.
Oh, I suppose, but it also moves foundations.
Yeah, it destroys houses.
Aha. Well, this is around the foundation of my house at the moment, and I didn't have any water pouring into my sump after these big storms. So divine providence moves, whatever, it sealed up some bad cracks in the outside of my. So the other day I had the young man riding his horse up and down over these mountains of dirt, making holes with the horse's feet. And I followed along behind him casting oats. And then he would ride over the holes and cover them up.
That's very clever.
Well, we just decided, there's a bunch of dirt there, so we better plant something in it to keep it from moving. It's kind of like those sand dunes moving. But then hundreds and hundreds of blackbirds came and digging and playing with all the oats I'd thrown down. And then they went through my garden and they ate every single grasshopper in 4 gardens. So the squash project is alive. And yesterday I did pick some and eat them. So that's probably why I feel so great today. I grew food and I ate it, but I will be bringing it here because everyone's going to get a gift basket because I planted 50 plants. I have a lot of room. So all spring, the kid was bringing the compost and I was digging it up with my pitchfork. So it's just been an experiment. I planted sunflower seeds with the squash seeds, and the sunflowers have been sheltering them growing and not burning up in this intense UV. So it all just works out. I'm just kind of amused looking. If there are grasshoppers, they're kind of up on top of the sunflowers. They're not going after the squash. So there is a wonderful book called Kinship with All Life. I don't know if any of you ever saw it, by J. Allen Boone. But he did have an ant problem in his beach house, and he was talking to the ants about please go away, and they did. So I thought I was inspired. Well, we have potluck Sunday today. Woohoo! We just have luck Sunday. Luck every day. Every day's lucky. Let's stand up for the benediction. And I did Qigong this morning. So one of the things the Qigong guy did, he said, let's just stand there and let your arms hang. Because we carry so much tension in our arms, we don't even realize, just let your arms hang like, socks full of sand. We don't realize that we're always holding something, carrying something, holding on, and maybe more tension than we know. So you can just maybe let your arms hang there for a minute and just, I laughed because I listened to his whole program this morning while I was getting ready. It's part of Qigong. We're just relaxed. And let's claim right here, right now, we affirm and we accept this divine gift of spiritual sight. Giving it all to you right now. We accept this divine gift of spiritual sight. We accept joy and health, and we accept divine strength and courage. We accept being really cool. That's with a K, because we're cool. We're cool. We accept the divine strength to enjoy the last few fleeting days of summer, because winter is right around the corner. We are the light of God, and we smile. So go forth with light, enjoy our beautiful summer, and keep affirming pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice. Namaste. Namaste.
Okay.